Okay, so I'm back, and we got a view of the bathroom here. This is my downstairs bathroom, and I'll just kind of walk you through it. I got a bunch of pictures, but I didn't think about doing a video until now. So, the previous owner had a tub over here, and the shower head was on that end with the wall going up. And then the commode is in the same location. This was a washer and dryer closet that I decided to put an oversized vanity in. The boxes are an idea for some sconces, and then I'll throw a can up in here. Do some wiring over here. I'll keep the door the same size, but where the tub was, it will still remain. I had to replace the subfloor. He had tiled right to the floor, so that was all nasty. And once I opened everything up, I decided to go ahead and replace all the plumbing. So I ripped out all the galvanized pipe, replaced it with PEX pipe or Wiersbro, and then the cast iron sewer lines. I got rid of those and replaced it with ABS plastic. So I'm going to keep the commode in the same spot. Since I have an operable window in here, I don't necessarily need to have a fart fan, but I'm thinking about throwing a fart fan light combo up there just for whatever reasons. So the bathtub's going to remain here, but I moved the plumbing over onto this wall just to be able to look out this way. Figured why not change it up a little bit. It was easier for the plumbing as well. I'll re-insulate everything and throw in my backing where I need to. So I got to rip out some drywall over here, and then I relocated the washer and dryer, which was a stackable unit, behind this wall, which is also in my kitchen corner. So over here, since the vanity existing, that was existing, I ripped that out. It was just old, nasty, and there was wallpaper in here and old, nasty drywall. The tub and shower surround were nasty. So I decided, why not? I'm going to add a his and hers shower since I have it all opened up. Running everything with Studers, and I'll extend those pipes up, and we'll do all rewiring. You can probably throw a can in the shower, his and her shower, over here for the shower bathtub combo, and then probably one in the middle of the room and one over the vanity, working on separate switches with the two sconces. And I just fitted this piece in there, otherwise I'd pull it up. I got to do a little cut so it'll snug down, and then I'll throw on my second piece, so I had to build it up to level it all out, and then I'll put some Durarock on top of that. Start drilling for all my electrical poles, and you know, put the Durarock down. I picked that up today. I'm gonna go ahead and do the whole floor in Durarock, and then I'll tape it and mud it, and then that'll give me a pretty level surface. It gives me an easier level surface to work with, and then we'll do the rough in for the plumbing, for the shower valves and everything. So over here you can see I have the pipes, and unplug this fan. What we're going to do here is we're going to put an instant hot or tankless water heater on the other side of this wall behind the washer and dryer, so that way I still have access to it, and then I can vent it out, direct vent right out, so I'm not going to be spending a ton on pipe. But in another video, I'll take you around the corner and show you where the existing hot water heater is, and we'll get rid of that. And we're back. Todd here, and we are continuing with the bathroom remodel today. What we have done is we've gutted out my downstairs bathroom, and we've replaced the subfloor, added our Durarock, relocated a heater vent. The vanity is going to go in here. New wiring all throughout I've done. I went ahead and put new cans. We got a can in here will be our main lights. Then we got a his and hers shower over here. And we have can lights up there. Never had a fart fan in here because there was a window, but since I'm doing a shower in front of there, we're adding a nice fart fan light combo. It also has a night light in there. I may put a outlet there just to have one behind the commode, and then we have the switches here that will run the shower light up there. That's a tub shower combo that I've got in. We've got our shower valves, 3 of them set, and then we'll have that light switch there for these cans up there. So this will run our night light, our light and fan. The door will stay the same. I got one can over the vanity here, and then 2 cans, actually smaller cans, that I can put a conversion kit in for a drop down sconce if that's the way I want to go. We'll have 2 GFICs for our vanity, and just getting ready to go. So get the wire going. I'll have my electrician come in, inspect it, and maybe hook up the power for me. I can do it, but I just like to have someone hold my hand on occasion. Got a little shelf in here that'll be for shampoo bottles or whatnot. I'll insulate all these spaces, and then Durarock the whole shower surround in here. Obviously this will be a tile in here, tile floor, and when I do the custom pan, I may have a stub wall right there coming up to separate the shower from the toilet, and then we'll do a piece of glass going up and then a glass door. Haven't picked out tile yet. I want it to be nice, but unfortunately my designer skills are less than perfect. On the window here, I probably will enlarge the window to go across a little bit further. I may order a double hung so it'll go up or down, just for good ventilation, whatnot. May not even do that, but so far so good, and just plugging away. Okay, here we are. We have all the insulation installed up in the floor joists here. You can see down this wall here that goes into the kitchen. You got the entryway up in there. All this. So, unfortunately, I was a little bit shy, and I may have some pieces I can stuff up in there. They're just not backed, so. Or if I can buy one piece, I could utilize that, but I might just scrounge. And it's just an interior for sound deadening anyways, so it's not really creating an R value for any reason. But now I'm ready to do some sheetrock over in this area. Probably do this wall in sheetrock, maybe halfway over here. This wall will be Durarock, and this is probably all going to be Durarock. And then I'll tape my joints. I did get my fart fan connected, so we're good there. I did stay off these little 4-inch cans, so we got breathing room there, otherwise it could potentially cause a fire. And I may throw a vent in on the closet wall for the Studer vent to vent. Otherwise I did drill some holes up in there, and I think it'll have enough to breathe. I also did the same over here with this Studer vent, and that can also go into the hallway or something like that, instead of having a ugly hole in my tile. And then that just sucks moisture down, so I don't know, we'll figure that out. Yeah, hopefully I can get one piece. I just see I have a little section up here that I need to hit as well. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and start measuring out and get some drywall cut. We got the insulation in, Durarock in, and I got the can set, textured, painted up there. And this is wet right now, but I just painted these walls. It's something that I had. I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on new paint, so I just went ahead and used this blue that I have. And so next, I still have to go down into the crawl space and hook up the heater vent, because I did move that, and we actually had our first snow here yesterday in Colorado. This is the tile that I'm looking at, just for the floor. I have a friend who has that, so I think I can get it pretty cheap. And then, you know, we'll tile everything in here, and this will all be tile. I have a new window that will be coming next week, and it will be roughly 9 inches, or 9 inches, maybe 12 inches on each side. So it's going to be the same height, but it's going to be a big window in here. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but that's what I'm doing. Anyways, I'm going to trim out these lights and get all the fixtures set and trim pieces, and then I'll go ahead and hook up the switches. And wow, I'm getting close. So started trimming out. I got some cover plates, installed a light, got the covers on the lights up here, got the painting done yesterday, and I've preliminarily set some tile to get my cuts in here. That way I can just mix up a bucket of mud and kind of lick and stick. And got all this going, and then it's pretty straightforward from there. I'll run it out in a couple cuts and we'll have tile. And I'm going to use the rapid setting mortar mix. That way maybe later tonight, maybe 10 o'clock or something, if I'm getting really ambitious, I'll grout. Otherwise I'll grout tomorrow after work. Got a little piece here, and I got some mosaic stuff that I was going to use for backsplash upstairs, and so I'm just going to piece that in and kind of give it a nice little effect there. And depending on, I think the shower pan, you know, it's going to be a little skinny, and I hope I can do glass in it. Might have to do just a curtain for a few until I can afford the glass. Glass is pretty expensive. So I have a friend who's in Mexico right now. I think I can pretty much do the pan, but he's a professional tile guy and does pans all the time. I've only learned once several years ago how to do it, and I've watched some videos. Seems pretty straightforward, but hey, if I got someone to help, then why not? So yeah, we got this. I kind of have it offset, just trying to get the feel for these little sconces. I'll probably actually end up just raising this one up to that level there. And then right now the electrical, this didn't get trimmed out because I had another friend who's an electrician come in and just kind of guide me on it, and then he kind of did the makeup, but one of the legs is wrong, and I could probably go through to troubleshoot it and figure out where, but you know, I paid him, so he's going to stop by tomorrow and just fix it real quick. So what that means is that this shower light and these two shower lights will not turn off right now, but they will be both on their own switch. So this you can switch on its own, and this you can switch on its own. These two cans here, they're pretty bright. I mean, it's a bright bathroom. That's why I figured the dark blue would be all right with a lighter tile. And I haven't decided what to do for the shower surround in here. You know, once I get this tile set, I'm gonna start working on this probably Friday over the weekend and get that done, and maybe start to do the pan or whatnot. I might even just start to roll some tile. Who knows? I don't think I'm gonna do anything in here until I get the pan set though. So yeah, that's just a quick update there. You know, it is pretty bright. These are on their own switch. And then we got these on it. And I'll probably put these ones on a dimmer. Just so you have an ambiance if you want. I have one of these upstairs. I kind of like it. It's a nightlight. You can throw a louver plate so it shines down or whatnot. But it's just a nice little accent, I think. And then obviously we have our GFIC over here, so that you know, being by the sink, it's a self-tester, so we can tell if it's working and not. So we're good there. And then the fart fan, I got that trimmed out. It's a very quiet for decibels, and also has a big light in there and a night light in there as well. So why not? I never had a fan in this room because I have an operable window. As I've told you in previous clips, that my window should be here next week, and I'll frame it out, and it's gonna be bigger. It'll go over to the next stud bay there, so it'll be a double hung window, so it'll go up and down, and then I'll end up frosting it like this one. So lots of light. That's kind of what I want. This is my downstairs bathroom. So anyways, thanks for watching, and once I get the grouting done and this tile set, I can move in the vanity and start getting that in place. I'll have to build a new toe kick. I have to replace one of the drawers, and then I can do my countertop. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a custom tiled countertop or if I'm just going to buy some Formica right now. I did get this extra large vanity. Retails about $500 at Lowe's, and I got it offline. Brand new. Guy bought a house and he didn't need it. He delivered it from 25 miles down the road, and I only paid $100 for it. So that's one of the reasons this whole project kind of got started. The washer and dryer used to be in a closet right here. I moved it on the other side of this wall, and as you can see, I have plumbing in this wall, and it actually goes through, so I can eventually add a tankless hot water heater and get rid of the 20-year-old 40-gallon tank I have right now, which is underneath the stairs and taking up space. I can turn that into a nice pantry area. Alright, this little update here, you can see I got my pan liner down here, and I got it stapled up there, folded my corners over. This was a pre-cut roll 5x8. I did cut a little bit down so I could roll it out. Went up the walls, you know, roughly 12 inches. And I just cut out my Durarock to put in place here. And then I'll go ahead and send that home, and then I can actually put on my quarter turn shutoff valve for the toilet. I'm going to go ahead and hook the toilet up. And then over here you can see with the vanity, I got my little fittings there, and I'm ready to put my shark bites on there and set the vanity in place, put the countertop on, and set the sink and get all the drains going. Alright, so we're back. As you can see here, we got the tile floor set. The heater vent is just placed in there for fitting, and then we've got the shower pan in. Also, we have the insulation in here. This is the old window. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have the delivery of the new window, and we'll start working on replacing the header and the infrastructure of the window there. So like I said, we got the shower pan set. I do actually have the toilet set, so pardon it, it looks gross, but it's been sitting outside for some time. And it's just roughed in right now. I just wanted to get that all hooked up. I need to pick out tile for the shower surround here, but then we'll get that going, and then we'll get the countertop set. Vanity set in place. We'll glue the countertop down, set the sink, got the plumbing. It's kind of a rude cut there, but I can do a trim plate or something like that. But everything else seemed to work out. I had to extend one of the cold water shower valve, but I think we're all in good standards right now. I've picked out some tile. This is going to be the shower surround, and the shower surround, it'll be this wall here, that wall here, and up over here, and also the shower surround. Got my ledgers cut. I'm going to start working on my layout here. I did tape all my joints and screw holes just to get that done, and this is what I'm hoping to accomplish tonight. I'm going to do my layout and figure out where we're going to go, do the mosaic strips, and then you can see we got the pan in. I'm going to do some mosaic down there for the shower pan once I get it all poured. The toilet is set. That's very nice. It's kind of gross, but it's been sitting outside, so we're all set on that. And then yesterday I also got the vanity set with the sink, the faucet, everything. I will probably get the end caps, throw down here, just because. It'll give it a nice finish, and the walls weren't necessarily plumb or straight or anything, so I think it'll just compensate for that. I'll throw a little caulking down there. I got some backing between that. I put the handles on the vanity. I'll end up getting a new heater vent trim piece, and then I have to actually go down into the crawl spaces. You can see the light down there. I have a couple of the heat runs disconnected. One, because when we replaced all the plumbing down in the crawl space, it leaked, and so I did have a vapor barrier, and it got beneath that, so I have it propped up, and I've been drying that for some time. And then I wanted to actually throw the flexible ductwork just because it's insulated more than just the tin that I have that I pulled out. And I just need to go by the supply house and do that. So anyways, we're getting close. I'm going to drop the mirror down towards the height of the receptacles. That way it just gives me a little bit, and then I need to flip it around. There's a little bit of a scratch over in here, so that'll be up high. And then obviously I'll level out the lights, do all of that. But yeah, we're making progress. Hello everybody, Todd here. So as you can see, we're making progress. We got the tile up. I grouted it last night. I need to seal it. I'll do that tonight after 24 hours so it cures. I'll go ahead and trim out the tub spout, throw in a shower curtain, a little bit of caulking, and then we've got our framing going in for the window, and we're going to cut that wall out and set the window. So making progress. There is light at the end of this tunnel. Alright, so the window's installed. You can see here on the exterior we got it all nice and level, plumb, whatnot. I didn't need to use any drip edge up there since I'm so close to the soffit, but we did use the flashing tape, so that'll prevent anything from leaking, and then caulking the nail flange. I'll go inside and shoot a picture and show you what it looks like inside. Okay, as you can see, it's pink in here. Well, I just put on a coating of Red Guard. It goes on pink, dries red. Should be dry in about an hour and a half, and then I can go ahead and start doing my tile in the pan here. This was an unnecessary step, according to some swear by it. As you can see, I only did the bottom of the pan, and then the corners real good because that's where the water will stand. I do have a pan liner in between the concrete here. So it's just an added measure so I don't get any standing water or whatnot like that. It seeps through the cracks, and plus I had it left over so I wanted to use it up. Stuff's real expensive. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm ready to do the floor. Get the floor done, then I can pull the toilet and start doing some ledgers and go ahead and get this bathroom project completed. Okay, so just a little update here. We got our mosaic in. It's grouted and sealed. I got a little toe kick here. I may follow it all the way around behind the toilet, but I might just make it easier and use the wall tile I'm doing. Put up my ledgers last night, and I was ambitious, but I didn't get started on it last night, so I'm licking and sticking now. You know, the layout, I'm centered off the back wall, and then just come in and using full tiles, because I can use full 3 pieces right here, and then a small little cut behind the toilet, so won't see too much of that behind the wall. I'm going to try to possibly do the mosaic on top of the curb and following back down and around on the inside, and then trim the window out with it as well. And you can see I have some edging here that I'm going to use. I've never used the edging before except for the one piece over here and whatnot. So I messed up on this one. So not a big mess up. What I can do is I'll just go ahead and set this edging here, and then I'll mix up some 5-minute mud, put some mud in here, and just spread it and then paint it and call it good. So not a huge deal, just a pain in the butt, extra added step. Okay, so here we are. We got a little bit of progress. I've got some tile done. Got this wall grouted today. Let it dry out, and then I'll seal it. I was going to set the commode tonight, but I'll wait until I can do my second coat on the wall after touching everything up. I got the curb down. This is the transition I did. Little trim pieces there. And I thought about doing the mosaic on that bottom course, but then I decided against it. Mosaic's not as easy installed as you would want it to be. So I'm getting there. We've made progress. I'm going to grout this wall here and down, and then I'll work on the mosaic above the window and in the window sills and everything. And then tomorrow morning I'll be able to seal everything up and trim it out for the time being, and I'll just have a little bit of work to do here. Hopefully I have enough grout. It'll be close, but we'll see.